Hello folks and welcome to another race in IRC Tier 2. We are of course in the season finale. We are having it in Mexico as we did cancel the round, the original round of Mexico as we did run into some technical issues. But we are redoing the race and we are of course going to have the season finale of Tier 2 in the Autodromo Hermano Rodriguez. And today I'm joined with my co-commentator Eccentric. So Eccentric, like as you said, we did have quite a chaotic race in the original run. So I think drivers would be having a bit more experience with the track. So what do you think is going to happen in today's race, especially given factors such as strategy?
Yeah, strategy is going to play a big role over here since you can do the two-stop and one-stop. And even though drivers have raced here previously, I expect turn one to be a mess as usual.
Yep, absolutely. And I think something else to note is that, like, in terms of strategy, do you think people are going to do the one stop of medium hards, or do you think people will be opting for the two stop of the medium soft soft and the soft medium soft?
I think people outside the top 10 will, I think they'll definitely go for the medium hard, and whoever qualify on the soft will probably go for the two-stop.
Yep, absolutely. So it's going to be, we definitely have an interesting strategy game going on here. Now, without further ado, let's go on to the track video and the hot lap section. So of course, a track which has a mix of all types of corners. You have the tricky stadium section, and of course there is a super long DRS straight, which is followed by a second shorter DRS straight, and we have the very tricky S section, which is very difficult to get right, which even catches most of the experienced drivers off guard. Of course, the track does have a lot of elevation, although it is not often that obvious. Now moving on to the hot lap provided to us by our Tier 1 driver Danish.
One of the most iconic circuits on the F1 calendar, the Autodromo Hermano Rodriguez circuit, or the venue of the Mexican Grand Prix. Barreling down the start-finish straight, you've got your DRS open as you nose bomb down into T1 under the Petronas Bridge, braking hard all the way down to 4th gear on entry. I think he went on to 3rd. No, he kept it on 4th. Through the chicane of 1 and 2, which then shoots your car out of 3 onto this next DRS zone. If you've got good grip, you're going to get an overtake done over here. At least if you're not going to get it done here, then you're going to get it done through these chicanes of 4, 5, which then barrels you down to the hairpin of 6, the first glimpse of a small stadium section on this circuit. Now to my favorite section, the S's. 7, 8, 9, then 10 and 11. Now what makes this sequence of corners fantastic is you've got to be very selective of which apex to take through which corner, and you've also got to be smart about what gear you're going through. Now the stadium section, love this part, through 13 and the barely noticeable 14 and 15, which then barrels you down through 16. Now the final launch, the final boost as you get your DRS ready for open, but before that,
As you can see, we are now in qualifying, and so far nobody is out of the pits so far, but I think drivers will be heading out. In the meantime, let's see if we can get the weather into the picture here.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what the weather is like.
Yes, absolutely. And as you can see, with the driver standings, the WTC has already been sealed, but we have a cloudy race overall with overcast qualifying. And as you can see, WTC has already been sealed with Madhav taking P1, but down the line there are quite a few close battles like Faizan, Electrip, and all who are completely dead equal on points. So it's going to be interesting how that turns out. Washington and Nirma currently with 58 points. Kasper, can he get into the top 10 given that his teammate has taken the WTC? And at the bottom, we have a couple of new drivers who have joined, but I think it'll be interesting to see where these drivers finish in the championship, given they did join quite late.
Yep, absolutely. The fight for the top 10 is really close.
Yep.
In
constructors, Ferrari and Williams. Williams seems to have the back seal, but Ferrari is still capable of theoretically taking the constructors championship. But over below, especially P6, P7, the battle is really close.
Yeah, it will take like a huge disaster from Williams. So to lose the constructor championship, as we have Rand, as he always is, the first car out on a hot lap on the mediums.
Yep, absolutely. So we do see that a lot of drivers do that, where they start on the mediums and then before they do their final hot laps on the softs.
Yep, absolutely. Since here it's a two-stop, I think they'd prefer to keep a soft tire for the final stint. So I think if some people have not chosen the softer tire compounds, they'll have to like maximum do only 2 runs on the soft tires.
Absolutely. Rand is currently in his outlap. We have Vinny is also on an outlap. Quite a lot of drivers, but I thought I was expecting more people to come out on outlap. Actually, I thought everyone would go on an outlap. Given that this is a track that you need a lot of time to get used to.
Yep, especially the tricky sector 2.
Yep.
Whoever takes it flat will gain the most amount of time there.
Yep, absolutely. We do have quite a bunch of drivers from Challenger Series joining us today. We have Cryptid, who has been having a couple of good showings in qualifying, but so far hasn't been able to convert it to a good race result yet. But I think in Mexico he'll be planning to show that he is capable of doing well in the race as well. Crazy Joe is another driver who's on a keyboard and has been showing some good performances, so that's going to be interesting to watch. But although he is yet to take a point in Tier 2.
And our final approved challenger for today is Deepak Raj, who has been a regular approved challenger, getting some good points in previous races as well. Hopefully, we'll be looking to do the same.
Yeah, he did have a very good showing in the last Mexico outing, and he'll be hoping to repeat that feat in today's race as well.
Yep, definitely.
I see Rand, who seems to have already invalidated his outlap, so that's not ideal.
Yeah, I think he'll probably quit or go for another one.
Vinay has so far not invalidated his outlap, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of time he does crossing the line. He has been a driver who I think has underperformed severely through the season, but I think going into Mexico he'll want to finish on a good note. Ooh, as he says that he invalidated his lap.
He's completely gone straight there.
Yep. This shows how tricky track limits are over here. We have cutting that corner really nicely. I swear I thought it was invalidation.
Yep, he was cutting it close there.
Yep. We have the teammate of the reigning drivers champion set the first lap of the session, the 117.3. He'll be looking to improve on that as Deepak Raj goes quicker on the mediums of the 116.6.
Yep, that's a decent lap for a medium, I would say.
Yep, absolutely. And what do you think the pole time is going to be? As Harry Rocks goes pole with the 115.8, but of course on the mediums. And Cryptid, as we mentioned, the rookie for today goes pole once again.
I'm expecting pole to be around mid to low 14s, hopefully.
Yep.
But let's see. I think Abhi should get close to that.
Let's have a look.
Down the final corner, very easy to lose the exit here.
The 114.8 as a banker.
That's a really good banker.
We'll be having the track improve quite drastically. But as we say that, for some reason we have the reigning champion and a Renault of all cars.
Is that a glitch or has he chosen the Renault?
I believe he has chosen the Renault.
Oh.
If you see that he's now going into that very tricky stadium section, which of course it tends to prefer those who prefer low speed corners, but we do often see quite a lot of drivers getting caught off guard by it. As we can see, the host seems to have left the session.
I tried to find out what happened.
I think it might be my connection, perhaps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's my connection. No, the host has actually left the session.
Has Kapil left?
Yeah, it seems Kapil has left, so I believe we will be having a lobby restart. Yep, it looks like everyone has been sent into their own lobbies.
Oh, nice. That's great.
Yeah, so unfortunately, folks, we will be having a lobby restart, so do tune in. Do wait up as we try to solve this issue. So we did see quite a good time. We saw 14.8 as the highest time of the session, but I think we could, as Accentex said, we might be seeing low 14s as a pole time, but I am going to bet on a high 13 perhaps, so it'll be interesting. We will be restarting the lobby soon, so let's have a look. So let's have a look at the chat. So in the meantime, like we can see the quieter drive Casey with his first comment. We have Preetham with saying bro, right? And we have right now Manav Mahadev commenting for the third comment. So oh my god, Preetham, yeah, I see the bro again. Yep. Interesting prediction from Faizan from Pragavats on on the poll time of 1:15.0. Interesting. So do drop any predictions. We'll be having a restart. I don't know if they're going to keep the same weather, but who knows? Even in the second lobby, we might have a wet race for all we know, unless the weather is custom set. As we see that the lobby has been restarted and we'll be heading into the session soon. I'm not sure what happened there though. Like that was quite interesting. Yep. Preetham, this is a eSports Raddy game. I'll take that. I believe we have almost all the drivers into the lobby already, and we'll be starting the race soon.
Yep, sorry for that small delay. Port Masters does it again, as usual.
Yep.
Who do you think will take pole, Master?
I haven't like decided a driver yet. I'm going to bet it's going to be a close call between Abhi and Madhav, but I'm also going to put a coin in for Rand. He has showed some brilliant quality performances in some races, so if he can get his head together and if he can, adapt better for the race, perhaps he could be in for a shot of pole and perhaps even a shot for for a win as well.
Yes, in chat we have Prakharwat saying Faizan would get pole with a 115.0. I think is, I mean, there is optimistic and then there's Prakharwats right now.
We never know. We never know what can happen. So let's hope. Let's see what happens. As we say that I have forgotten to spectate and I was about to become a driver in the race, but that situation has been averted. So.
Yes, I see how you missed the Tier-1 Mexico race and you want some of that taco action.
No. If I race now, I'm probably going to be crashing because I've been changing my assets up and have switched to wheel. So I don't think it'll change the results. I don't think it'll affect the results. Yep, Kaushik. Madhav has already won the WTC, but we have a unlikely but possible battle going on for the WCC right now.
Yep, if like it has to be, I think like a 1-3 or something.
Yep, absolutely.
For Abhi and Harry to take the win, and Williams need to mess up.
Yep,
both drivers.
Absolutely. But the pressure will be on the Williams boys, and let's not forget the Ferrari boys have nothing to lose, so it's going to be quite interesting.
Yep, and Evil Doc has predicted Abhi to get pole, which I think is a good guess or prediction. Yep. Unlike Prakharwats's.
We're not going to say anything right now because we know what happens when the commentators like support a driver.
Yes, true.
I believe the lobby will be starting soon. So we have, I think, 16 drivers in the lobby, and I think we're waiting for. We'll be starting the race soon. So we have gotten the ready up and we will be starting the race in a couple of moments. Do hold in. I know that we guys have time is valuable to you, but hopefully like we don't have any further glitches.
Yep. Cody always does it again. Good thing. What do you feel about the EA takeover? What do you think is going to change for the next game or maybe for 2022?
So I don't think we're going to have... what I'm expecting from EA is that we're going to have a more aggressive push for in-app purchases, which I think will probably manifest itself in customizable liveries and what do you call, maybe some kind of performance thing. But I don't think The online, as far as online is concerned, we'll be seeing a lot of change. I think the situation will more or less be the same as what we have currently.
Yep, I'm hoping. I mean, I hope it gets better and we get dedicated servers. Along with that, I'm guessing with EA coming in, I think the store is going to get much better and there'll be a lot more things
Yeah,
added as well.
yep, that's my prediction as well. I'm gonna bet that dedicated servers, if we are moving to that, we're gonna get it in 2022 rather than 2021. I think 2021 will be an evolution of the current game, and I think it'll be the culmination of how the game has been evolving since 2017, 2016 actually.
Yeah, definitely. As we are back in with round 2 of quali, hopefully nothing happens this time.
Yep, absolutely, and I think it'll be interesting to see what drivers do because they've gotten those laps to warm up, and I think drivers might be going like completely in for this particular set of laps. And of
Yes.
course, let's not forget one thing that the drivers, the strategy here, if they're going to two-stop, they do need to save one set of tires for the two-stop of softs, since a fresh set of tires does give you much more pace.
Yep, yep. Those 6 to 7% of wear actually matters a lot.
Yep, as you can see, IRC ran already leaving the garage.
And always the first one to leave the
Yep.
garage.
He does come in without much practice into the race, so I guess for every lap he does is quite important for him.
Yeah, true. I think that's why he's always out on mediums as well, just to put some practice laps in before going on the softs.
Yep. I'm interested to note that most of the drivers who went out immediately are the same ones who continue, as I can hear someone crash, and we have a yellow flag in sector 1 as Deepak
It's a
Raj.
ghosted car. Yeah.
Yeah, Deepak Raj is without a
Raj.
wing, so he seems to have had a spin
How's
in
he
his on his
managed
out
that?
lap. Ooh, as you can see him just locking up without that ever so important front downforce.
Yep.
Rand on out lap, taking care to not heat up his tires too much, but I think he will be beginning his lap soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nearly all the drivers have now left the pits. The Mercedes of Aberpen and the Alfa Romeo of Soham Day and Mung are the only ones still in the pits. Rand will now be starting his lap. He's heading back on the pits. Interestingly, hugs the inside and now is beginning his hot lap right now. It'll be interesting.
Down the long straight.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what kind of lap he can does. And behind him, we have the Ferrari of Harry Rocks as well starting his lap over there.
Is Harry? Okay, Harry's on the side.
So Harry seems to be. I think he doesn't have a allocation of medium, so he is coming into the two-stop and is probably going to start on the softs from the beginning, unless, of course, he's not able to get into the top 10. Ooh, gets all wiggly out of that exit. Cross in time, as we can see, Rand locking up into turn 4. Just
Go ahead, go ahead.
he gets a good traction out of that hairpin. We have most of the drivers are now on a hot lap right now, and it's going to be interesting what kind of lap times these drivers are able to set. As we have the championship leader, and of course the championship for Tier 2 this season now beginning its hot lap as well. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets the rubber running going into this session.
Yeah, I mean, he's free to do whatever he wants in this race. He can even do a last to first if he wishes, but it doesn't look like he's into that as he's looking to put the lap in.
Washington and Nirma sets, I think, a very similar lap time to what he had set earlier of a 1:16.6. As we have Harry Rocks has already invalidated his lap and is heading back into the pits.
Yep. I think doing 2 laps on softs is not a good idea because of how bad the wear is. I think you'll need all the laps you can get on the first stint with those soft tires. They have Faizan
with the 15.6. So with track evolution, I don't know if he'll get pole, but he's probably going to be close to Trigger's prediction of 1:15.0.
Yep. So we have Casey predicting that Rant is going to DNF today. I mean,
you never
say
know.
It's a safe bet.
Yeah, but let's see. He had nearly a full season to predict what's going to happen, so we might see. As RB17 goes really wide at the exit of turn the SL, but it'll be interesting. As Madhav crosses the line, so it's a 1:15.6 as a banker. Cryptid goes pole with a 1:15.1. Now let's see, and as we say that, we have BK19 now crossing the line, and let's see. Ooh, he invalidates in the last corner. Ooh, how do you invalidate there of all corners?
I have no idea. I've crossed BK. But as we see, a mid for 14.5. That's a good banker lap. Great banker lap, actually.
Yep, absolutely. And so both the alphas are right now on their out laps, and they will be beginning their lap soon. We can see Mung has come to the medium, so perhaps it's going for the alternate one stop, given how late he has
Probably.
come back.
Yep, I think
Deepak
Monk
Raj after that
could be.
Deepak Raj after that initial spin is now beginning his hot lap, now on the softs. Earlier his lap on the mediums were ruined after he spun out in turn 3.
Yep, I think whoever is going to put the lap on the mediums, it could have waited for longer. Let's see what Monk can do in those mediums. And even Abarpan is in the pits.
Yeah, so let's not forget Abarpan is on the keyboard, so his tire wear would be quite high. So it might make a lot of sense for him to go for the medium, for the start on the mediums.
Yep, I think this track, for especially in sector this slow section and in the sector 2, the keyboard is not going to help his tire wear one bit.
Yep, one person missing is the man in P3 in the constructors, Wilster G, as he's been having some technical issues, and because of that, he has not been able to take place. As Deepak Raj completely cuts over the beginning of the initial part of sector 2 and has a lap invalidated.
Yeah, we'll be seeing many drivers doing that. Deepak Raj is not alone.
Soham Day on a keyboard, I believe. Yep, he's on a keyboard as going through the SS. Ooh, getting really, I believe
That's invalidation.
No, it was. I think he lifted up quite significantly, which allowed him to prevent the invalidation. But let's see what he does. Some time he does crossing the line. Interesting to note is that we are around 1/3 into the session, and so far only we only have less than half the grid setting a lap time.
Yeah, that's not good signs. Hopefully, it doesn't end up like Singapore.
Yep, absolutely. And crossing the line, so they gets a 16.8. So, which I would say is a good lap. And we have Rand now beginning his first lap on the softs. He is on his out lap right now, and he will be beginning his lap soon.
Yeah, Rand 16.8, not an impressive banker lap. He will be looking to improve.
But he did set in the mediums,
so.
so he did set that in the mediums, and I believe he made quite a few crucial errors. So it'll be an interesting battle to watch.
Is Harry on a lap? No, it's not a lap. So right now we have Abhi in provisional pole with a 114.5, and quite a way back is scripted with a 115.1 as Aparpan left session. Hopefully he can join back as soon as possible.
Yep, absolutely. So I believe we have Thermo on a lap right now. He has begun his hot lap. Let's see what kind of time he's able to do going into the his maiden lap of the day.
Getting a decent exit, not using all of the track, but very safe.
Yep, we have Monk who's also on a lap right now. Let's see what he can do. Crossing the invalidates it indices. Unfortunate.
Yep, he could go for another one if he has the fuel. Let's see
Perhaps.
what Thermo can do right now.
Thermo right now needs to set a 114 in sector 2 right now to contend for pole, but I don't think that's going to be his ambitions right now. But let's see what he can do. Coming into the end of sector 2, of course we will not get the delta because this is his first maiden lap, but hopefully we can have a peak.
Coming into the final stadium section, a lot of mechanical grip involved here. We have a yellow sector 2, but I think that's probably a car getting out of the way. Let's see what Thermo can do here. Into the final corner, going into second gear, interestingly.
Let's have a look. Now crossing the line, sets a 15.9, which is not a bad lap, but we don't know what kind of pace is required here, as most of the drivers have not set a lap. We have BK19 now entering sector 2. Has a Mercedes of Electrip in front of him as he moves out of the way.
And that was really close there.
Yep. I don't think BK would be happy about that for sure.
Yeah. Good thing Abarpan has joined back. Good to see.
Heidi Rocks now begins his lap, is into turn 1. So has scripted. So has Ryan is on his out lap and seems to in lap. I seems to run out of fuel. Now coming back to Thermo. Thermo now entering the tricky hairpin of sector. Oh, I think he's finished his lap. So
Thermo already set a lap.
Yep. BK19. Oh, he has invalidated lap once again. I think we'll be heading into the pits.
No, but another one. Interestingly.
Yep. Let's have a look at this. Yep, he does have. He is on hot lap, so he will be trying to get a good lap in this time, but that's going to likely set him back for the race given how difficult tire wear is here.
Sorry to cut you off there, but Harry Rocks has slightly set a 14.5. So right now it's a Ferrari 1-2 right now.
Yep.
I don't know how we missed that, but that's a really good lap from Harry Rocks.
Absolutely, and I think they need everything going for them in this race, given they have, given the state of the constructors championship right now. As we said, Madhav is on his hot lap. Oh, seems to have messed up his second run. I don't think he's on a hot lap right now, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, Ferrari so far, everything's going right for them. They're doing what they have to do to try and win the constructors. But unfortunately, I don't think it's entirely is in their hands right now. Because Williams have to mess up like royally for them to have any chance. As Madhav enters Sector 2.
Ooh, gets all slidey.
A little out of shape there. Let's see if that has cost him in any way or not.
Yeah, but he's
far in front of him.
Yeah, but
that's out of the way. That's good to see.
Let's see what kind of lap time he can do crossing the line. Cryptid has improved his lap time to 115, and BK has set a lap of 152. So nailing him P4 on the grid. So good lap from him. Crossing the line, Madhav goes P3, 114.9.
Yep, third driver into the 114s. It's good. Cryptid and BK will be very happy with those laps as well. 15-0 and 15-2.
Yep. Electrip has now begun his lap. He's been having a good string of races. He did have a podium in the last race in Mexico. So I think he'll be hoping to repeat that feat, but he might have more competition today as a lot of the drivers seem to be looking feisty for doing well, doing well in their the finale of their season.
Yeah, looks like everyone's turning up right now. Harry, been a while since he had a good qualifying session right now in P2, in BK. And even Grant set some good times.
Yeah, we saw Electrib lose his rear ever so slightly. They're coming out of in Sector 2. But let's see what kind of lap time he can do. He's just a 10th off pole. Will he be able to get into the 14s at the end of this lap? But he does have the horse of, I believe that is Vinay or Deepak Raj in front of him, and that dirty air is going to be affect him quite a lot.
Yep, that dirty air has really cost him.
Yeah, but he has a 10th off pole, so as his horse just not getting out of the way. Oh, what is happening?
Is the horse on a lap as well? Because I'm really not sure what's happening here, because this is not really good from from the horse driver.
Yeah, that is the horse of Vinay who just did not get out of the way. So Electrip is not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, that's not what you would like to see right now. Because right now, I think I think Vinay was on lap and Electrip just caught up to him really quickly.
Yep, that does seem so. But even then, I don't think it was that much farther away. It looks like Vinay was on his end lap. As we can see, Abhi now beginning his second hot lap of the day. Right now, let's see what kind of lap time he can do, and let's see how Sector 1 will be at the end of the sector.
He'll be looking to extend his lead over his teammate.
That'll be interesting, and I think Harry Rocks is also beginning their half and out that day, as Abhi is interestingly off his own Sector 1 in the first lap of the day.
Quite the way off as well, 3 tenths.
Yep, absolutely. So that's interesting to watch.
Is that Electrip's cutting some grass?
Yeah, looks like it. He is getting out of the way. But let's see what Abhi can do in Sector 2, as we do have most of the drivers in the pits right now. Oh, as Abhi invalidates, I think he will be heading back into the pits to start a second lap.
Yeah.
Cryptid has done 3 laps on those softs, so I'm not sure what's happening there, if it's a glitch.
Yeah, I don't know why he's doing 3 laps. I think he should have another second left, right? This is the second tire.
Yep, that does seem like it. Electrip, I think we need to head back into the pits and quickly bolt on a new set of softs for his final run, as I think he was just a 10th off pole at the end of Sector 2. Yeah, and had he virtually matched Abhi's second sector, so definitely he is a contender for pole today. As we have Abapin, I think, now heading back to the pits. I believe he was trying to do a lap in the medium, which he has invalidated.
Wait, is Electrip going for another run? Can you go on board with him?
I think he's heading back into the pits. He'll be taking a new set of softs and going for another run. Harry Rocks now on his second hot lap of the day. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of lap time he can do. He is not setting it as late as he can, so he won't be having the advantage of track evolution much on his side. But let's see what kind of lap time he can do, coming into his final run.
Yep, it's looking like the Ferrari boys are going to be fighting for pole here. So, I mean, he's only 14 milliseconds off pole, so hopefully he'll be looking to improve. But being 1.19 of a second down is not going to help his causes at all.
Yep, that looks like it. Something I don't know, I talk about Harry is that generally he tends to struggle in the second hot lap of the day, as he's a driver who's generally struggled with judging where the limit is, especially in his second runs. But
Yeah.
seemed to get it right through sector 2. But let's see what kind of lap time he can do going into the third final sector. Currently 2 tenths off pole, but I think he hasn't set personal best so far. So let's see if he can improve in sector 3, which
Yeah, he needs
he
an
needs to.
insane sector 3.
Let's see what kind of lap time he can do. Crosses the line, does not improve. Sets a 14.5. Yep.
I think that's his qualifying run. So he'll be hoping that no one else can improve who's below him.
Yep. BK19 now on his hot lap, now entering the tricky stadium section. I think the track has devolved ever so slightly because I saw like multiple drivers actually going slower in sector 1.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's very true.
has he invalidated in the last corner?
That's very unfortunate. And he improved as well.
Yep. We have the drivers who will be once again leaving the pits for the final hot laps. Deepak Raj, a driver we were talking about earlier, right now seems to be once again has not set a lap so far. So it looks like he's coming to the one stop of medium hard today.
Yep, looks like he's one of the drivers who's doing the medium hards. Hopefully, trying to get those mediums in the top 10.
Yep, we have Monk right now beginning his lap. As we can see, Electrip now on the main straight, warming up his tires. Let's see how close Monk will be in sector 1 to the leader. He seems to be getting a nice slipstream from a teammate ahead of Soham Day. So it looks like we have some interesting team strategies going on. He's 8 tenths of pole in the first sector. That's not what you want. But let's see.
Miles off pole.
Yep, Soham Day who's invalidated his lap right now, moves away for his teammate. Let's see what he can do coming into sector 2.
Not using all of the track there. Barely using the curves.
Yep. Seems to go out pretty wide for the flat out section in sector 2, however. So seems to get that right, but he's improving on his lap, 1.3 seconds off.
Yep. Not a bad sector 2 at all. There's a Ferrari. Hopefully that gets out the way.
Cryptid
Yes,
Yep. Cryptid set multiple laps and then finally seems to have decided to not do a second lap, so that's interesting from him.
Yep, his softs are not going far into the first lap at all.
Yep, absolutely. Turumo right now seems to be on a hot lap, but has not improved on his personal best so far, so that doesn't look like it can happen. Abhi has now started his hot lap right now. Let's have a look what he can do. But he has Alfa Romeo of Soham Day or Monk ahead of him, so they'll need to move out of the way quite quickly.
Oh, he's getting a lot of dirt here, and he goes wide as a result of it. But
Yep.
thankfully, he's not invalidated. Actually, getting a decent slipstream.
Yeah, but I think he'll be quite off the time. As interestingly, that Alfa Romeo
Is that Monk or Soham Day? Because Monk had set the lap.
it's Soham Day who seems to have like just not getting out of the way. So that's super weird from the drivers. But let's see what Madhav has begun his lap, and that's going to be interesting. Let's see if he can compete for pole today, as he is quite a far bit off. And we have Rand setting P3 with a 14.7.
Wow, that's a great lap from Rand.
Yep.
But yeah, coming to Soham Day again, I think he was the Alfa Romeo starting a lap. So Abhi has just not left the gap he needed to leave and has just caught up to.
Yeah, exactly. Madhav not improving on his provisional lap in sector 1. So let's see if he can make up that time in sector 2. As I said, I think the track has actually devolved through this session.
Yeah, I think that was Abhi's banker lap, 14.5. Or second lap, I think.
So
And
let's see.
No one's improved really, other than Ryan.
Yep. Madhav hasn't improved once again in sector 2, as he's yellow on his second sector as well. Can he improve in third sector, as we have his teammates AI car blocking him in the final sector? Now crossing the line.
Nice dirt here.
Crossing the line. Let's see what happens. Does not improve. He sits in the place, as he's now behind Cryptid now. So that's interesting to watch. And let's see. Let's have a look at other Thermo right now crossing the line. Let's see if he can improve on his lap time into the top 10. No, he doesn't. He's not able to improve.
Right. So
Crazy.
anyone else? Crazy Joe last.
Crazy Joe is on an in lap, I believe, as his hot lap is not on.
Okay. So that's P10, I guess. And I think Monk and Deepak Raj and Rand have yet to retire.
There was a very chaotic qualifying session, if I must say so myself.
Yeah, like it was very confusing and very interesting. A lot of people did not improve. There was a lot of blocking going on as well. It was not a great qualifying session, but yeah, fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting to see how a lot of drivers fail to leave sufficient gap. So I think that's going to be something they learn going into next season.
I mean, looking at qualifying, there's actually a little bit of pressure on Williams right now because the Ferrari boys are 1-2 right now, and Williams is 5-11. Yep, 5-11. And they need at least one car in the points to secure that WDC, even if Ferrari get finish the way they start. But yeah, I think Washington and will be looking to
Yep.
join his teammate in the points as well.
Yep, we have a Ferrari front row lockout, and that's going to mean these two teams will be that Ferrari will be having a lot of advantage strategically as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually interested to see how many people start on the hards outside the top 10, if any, because even the hards to mediums is a decent strategy around here.
Yep, absolutely. And as you said, the pressure is on the Williams boys. They don't have much to do, but they can't drop their ball today.
Yeah, definitely. As we wait for the 1 minute timer to run down.
Yep, we'll be having the 1 minute countdown as Eccentric said. Hopefully, sooner we will be having the T2 coordinator would be now set starting the lap soon, starting the timer soon. So
Yeah. So Masum, since the tier 1 season's over, how do you describe your season?
I think it was chaotic and I was underperforming in the initial parts, but I think towards the second half of the season, I was able to. I think a lot of drivers were able to step up their game and put down some really good shows. I think I would say the second half of the season was very exciting from the perspective of drivers as well as from the perspective of the viewers as well.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think you're going to improve for the next season? I mean, as you mentioned that you're going line off, but what your aim for season 6?
I would like to be quicker in season 6, but I'm expecting myself to be slower.
Yeah, I mean, going no line is not an easy task at all.
Yeah, but let's see how it goes. I think a lot of drivers would be hoping to making similar transitions and trying to find pace by doing things differently.
Yep, I think we'll see many drivers switching off those traction controls and ABSs, hopefully.
Yep, absolutely. And we have the ready up starting.
Yep, people will be on their formation lap.
I wonder if we will have more people get disqualified in the formation lab, as we had an absolute chaotic formation lab the last time we were in Mexico and before, which is of course the original race. As I think there's a decent car which ended up causing quite a lot of chaos.
Yep, can we see the tires the drivers are starting on?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so we have Deepak Raj, the Haas boys, starting on the softs. So we're interested to see what their plan is. But other than that, outside top 10, everyone on mediums as expected. And in the chat, we have HP predicting Harry Rocks is going to win. So yeah, I mean he is P2. Let's see what kind of race pace he has. Hopefully, he'll be looking to take his maiden win in final race of the season.
Absolutely. And Nirma on the mediums as well. So I think a lot of these drivers would be going for a one stop.
Yep.
So from there on, the Abarpan, who did get into into P7 with the softs. So given that he's on a keyboard, he has a lot of work in terms of making sure of tire management.
Yep, definitely he'll be looking to keep those temperatures in check and not have any excessive wear throughout the race.
Yep.
So what do you think the medium boys are going to do? Do you think they'll do a medium hard or the medium soft?
It's a tough call, really. I think in terms of raw pace, the medium soft is the fastest strategy, but they need to be confident in their racecraft and their ability to overtake.
Yep, if you go for the medium soft, you will be making a lot of overtakes, and even if one overtake goes wrong, it's race ending. So we have some racing going on right now. Williams is flying through the field. Hopefully this racing translates into the actual race. We don't
Yep,
see some
absolutely.
front wings flying everywhere.
We have Electrip, who I think was contending for pole at one point, but then ultimately, because he got blocked by Vinay, when became completely made a mess of his lap. So I think he's going to be a driver who's going to be making quite a lot of progress through the session.
Yep, Electric will be one angry driver right now, but hopefully he keeps his head cool.
Yep.
Because points were scored in the race as we Masum take it away for the start.
Yep, absolutely. Let's have a look. Five lights, 4 lights, 3 lights, 2 lights, and we have the lights out, but the drivers aren't going yet. But and away they go. As we see, a lot of drivers get a lot of wheel spin. Abhi 17, Harry Rocks. Harry Rocks seems to get the better start of the two Ferraris, and now behind Cryptid has gotten a really good start, and they seem to be contending for pole. What's going to happen now heading into turn 1? As Harry Rocks seems to have backed out to give his teammate pole. Oh, we see the Williams of Madhav go really wide over there, but so far no contact over there. As Rance seems to take evasive action, Madhav seems to have had contact and is now in P9.
We have a VSC, so a lot of things happened down there in turn 1, and I think there was a BK19, an AlphaTauri car who spun as well at turn 2 or 3.
Yeah, it looks so BK19 seems to have spun, but seems to have escaped damage. But not a good stuff for Williams, as Madhav is right now in P9 after having to go. I think he got hit from behind and had to go wide. As we Abarpin glitching.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there, but I think that there was a wing flying around as well. I think it was a Mercedes wing.
Let's have a look at let's have a look at if anyone has damage. Yes, Faizan has gotten damage in the opening lap, so that's not good. But let's look at the big gainers of this lap, as Crazy Joe has gained 5 positions and Vinay has gained 8.
Yeah, I mean, Vinay did really well to. What is it? We have the VSC's ended, and there was already some contact. As Thermo has no wing, and he'll be looking to pit right now.
Yep, I believe a lot of drivers will be pitting right now, and if the Ferrari 1-2 continues, and Williams not having a good day, so this constructors battle is going down to the wire.
Yeah, this constructor battle is on right now. He has to just keep his pace up and keep up with Abhi right now.
Yep, absolutely, and
he's immediately under attack from Cryptid, and Cryptid goes down the inside. Harry tries to defend but could not. Hopefully he can get the switch back.
Yep, absolutely. But and Rand was also looking feisty down there, as Harry seems to be Harry has to keep head down and race today right now, as this position is what they want. But of course, penalties are going to be a big decider here today.
Yep. Harry needs to get his head in the right place. And
further behind, Madhav has gotten past Charles Leclerc and is now at the back of both of the McLarens.
Yep. Did Madhav get a penalty? Is that for corner cutting or?
It was a collision with Electrip, so I don't know what exactly happened there. And both the Mercedes have lost positions right now. Electrip using 1 place and Aberpin using 2 places actually. So
both the Williams also have got penalties, so not really good.
Yep,
it's gone all wrong for Williams right now, but still Madhav in P7 could come back at the end of the race.
Yep, absolutely. As we can see, Abhi 17 has now built quite a sizable gap in his first lap of nearly 2.3 seconds, and Cryptid seems to be setting good pace right now. But he seems to have used quite a lot of ERS in the opening lap to get ahead of Harry. But for Harry right now, it's ever so important for him to defend from Rand more than attacking Cryptid.
Yep, Harry has to stay within the DRS of Cryptid right now, because if he loses it, he's going to start dropping down even more.
Yep. The McLaren of Faizan seems to be dropping back from his team, from his today's teammate of Crazy Joe, and I think Madhav will be looking to for a battle to get out of Faizan coming into turn 4. Ooh, tries to go around things.
Almost rams into Faizan there, but yes, no front wings lost, and Abarpan has left the session again. Interesting. As we see Madhav trying to get back at Vinay.
Faizan actually.
Yep. Oh, sorry, Faizan.
Will he send one into before sector 3? Oh, thinks about it, but then decides to back out.
Yeah, I mean, Faizan was not leaving him any space there. Yeah, I think DRS is enabled, right? Yeah,
Yep, it has been
should
enabled.
be an easy move.
Cryptid is losing time to AB17, and Harry Rocks has managed to stick to that DRS. And let's see if Madhav can get ahead of Faizan going into turn 1. As Faizan is defenseless, he does not have DRS. But I wonder what Faizan is planning to do. Will he be trying to come back on him?
Yep, hopefully we don't see some audacious dive bombs and some front wings donated. But yep, good clean move with DRS.
Absolutely. Now we have a DRS tree in the top 5 right now. Crazy Joe showing some really good pace today, but does he have the ERS? He has maintained his ERS, 50% of ERS, so he could be on for a good result here if he can keep up with the front pack or the pack from P2 to P4.
Yep, Crazy Joe doing really well. Oh no!
Oh, we have Rand.
Oh, I mean, of course it's Rand.
So Casey gets a point today.
Yes, Casey, you get a cookie.
See, the Delta seems to have gone off the charts right now, but Harry Rocks has closed in on Cryptid in lap 4.
Yeah, it's absolutely crucial that he stays in that DRS and hopefully can get a move, but he has to stay in that DRS.
But Harry seems to have had a very Cryptid goes completely loses his car on the last corner, but Harry also had a really bad entry into the stadium, which seems to have cost him a lot of time right now, and he's out of DRS.
If it has cost him DRS, but fortunately for him, even Crazy Joe is out of his DRS. So I think not much damage done.
Yep.
But he should be looking to get into the DRS as soon as possible.
Yep, absolutely. And let's see. Of course, this is a track where ERS management and ERS deployment can play heavily into a driver's hands. So that's going to be interesting to watch.
We have Deepak Raj. Did Deepak Raj have damage?
Yeah, I believe he had damage in the early laps, and he has had to box as well. I don't know if those hearts will go till the end, so he may have to make a second pit stop, perhaps at another set of softs.
Yep, I think will be hoping for a safety car right now.
Yep, absolutely. Well, let's not forget, if a safety car comes, that completely changes the game. As we can see, Cryptid is ever so slightly losing his the ground to a B17. Also in the last lap, he was quite close. But Harry Rocks has now come directly back into his DRS. But
Harry is showing some great pace right now, actually.
Yep. But behind him, Madhav has now gotten past Crazy Joe, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how this evolves right now, if Madhav will be able to get closer to Harry or not. But let's see what happens, as Harry was the car with the better qualifying pace in qualifying.
Yep, definitely. I think since Madhav will be closing in on Harry, he should be looking to make a move on Cryptid to put a car in between him. But let's see what he does. He is going for the move, going around the outside. Cryptid goes very defensive and gets the switch. Harry gets the switch back and squeezes Cryptid, and Cryptid goes wide there. But they're still wheel to wheel, I think.
But Harry will have DRS for this lap, and is this a Cryptid thinking about a move on the inside? But will he go for it? No, he does not. Concedes a position. But Harry did have a good. I believe both drivers were very conservative over there. But then Harry got ahead, but I think Cryptid would now be looking to get ahead of Harry. But Harry just has more ERS, so he can theoretically defend more. But now Cryptid will need to keep close, as Harry Rocks going to get a time penalty. It's just not going to help.
I saw that in the corner of my eye. He cut that first right-hander completely, and that's actually a lot of drivers have time penalties right now. I thought he was like one of the first to get one. But yeah, not good in the penalty department.
Yep, Harry has all. Cryptid gets a 3-second penalty.
Oh, that is a straight cut in the stadium section. And as we head into round 3 of Cryptid versus Harry, this time Cryptid has DRS and he's already switched on his overtake. Let's see if he can close in before third one.
Yeah, but he has decided to not use his DRS, but he has to worry more about defending from Madhav, who does not have DRS yet.
Yeah, all this fighting is just going to bring Madhav closer to the pack.
But Harry is maintaining his ERS quite well right now, as he has nearly double the ERS of what Cryptid has currently.
Yep, Harry has definitely a lot more ERS to defend with.
We have Abarpan Electric fighting over here. Soham tries to go. Sorry, Abarpan and Soham, my bad. As we have Soham, who has now successfully gotten ahead of Abarpan.
Yep, there was some Aji-Baji there, and Soham gets the DRS as well. As we have our first pit stops, I think Electric and Faizan were the ones who pitted. Interesting to see what tires they went on. Can you see the tires there on?
Yep, absolutely. Harry Rocks now pulling away from Cryptid and has now pulled a gap of nearly 2 seconds. So not sure what's happening in Cryptid, but he's slow. But will Madhav go for a move into the stadium section? Yes, he does.
I think Cryptid had a horrendous first and second sector there. It was 2 seconds to Harry Rocks.
Yep.
And a position to Madhav.
Looking at the tire situation, Madhav seems to be having quite high tire wear in both his front and rear tires. Harry seems to be maintained his tires quite well, while Abhi seems to be having worn fronts but relatively better rears compared to Madhav, of course.
Yep, Harry with the better tires out of the top 3 right now. As we have Cryptid pitting. Did he get any damage? He was really slow through sector 2 as well.
Potentially yes, but I don't think his pit stop wasn't that long, so I don't think he was. I think he was just struggling with his tires more than had a damage.
But is he? Wait, was that the soft tires he's on?
Yep, he is on the soft tires, so he is going for a soft medium in that case, which is I think the default strategy provided by the game.
I mean, interesting to see the soft medium. I think drivers would prefer the soft medium soft.
Yep.
Because the softs will be insanely fast in the final stint.
Both the Ferraris have now around 3-second penalties, but Madhav does have a 5-second penalty, which may or may not be removed, but we don't know the context. But game on between the Ferrari and the Ferraris and the Williams. Let's not forget.
Yep. Right now it's Ferrari front row and Williams in third place, looking to close that gap to Harry, which is at 2.9 to 3 seconds right now. Let's see if it closes down. Let's see what Harry has got in his pocket.
Let's see crossing the line if Madhav is quicker than Harry or not. Crossing the line, Madhav was slightly quicker, so he could possibly close in that gap, but it'll be interesting to watch. As we can see, Madhav also has more rear, so he could perhaps use that to close the gap in.
Yep, looking at the telemetry, it's a bit up and down right now. It's like Madhav is gaining on one lap and losing it on the other, as we have Crazy Joe pitting.
Yep, and let's
for
not
the new set of mediums.
Let's not forget that Washington and Nirma is in P6 right now.
Yep, he is in P6 and yep, on those medium tires in some relatively free air, so he should be looking to push right now to get in that point positions.
And let's not forget that the gap currently that Ferrari has now, if they box, they will come ahead of the second Williams.
Yep, absolutely.
As
I think the... Go ahead.
I think Madhav has also gotten a 3-second penalty, so top 3 even on penalties at the moment.
Madhav's dropped back as well, because the gap is 4 seconds right now. I don't know what's happening in the second sector.
Yep, let's see what kind of lap time he's able to do now crossing the line.
I mean, he's lost a full second there.
Yep, let's have a look.
I think Harry's third sector, like Madhav's gaining on the third sector, so Harry needs to focus on his third sector, I think.
Yep, as the first to the Ferrari have now boxed crossing the line. Madhav was 1.2 seconds of Harry in that last lap. So I think it's not the tire wear. If you look, Harry just has much better tires right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Madhav's used up all his tires in overtaking and pushing.
Yep, let's see where Abhi comes out right now. He seems to be coming just ahead of Vinay, so he's going to have to make that overtake. As I'm not sure how Vinay got there in the first place.
Yeah, he should be looking to get past Vinay as soon as possible.
Vinay up by 12 positions right now, but he is on older softs while Abhi is on fresher mediums.
Harry he almost overtook him on the corner exit. That's how much quicker Harry was, and it's a relatively easy move. Is Vinay looking to defend? Oh, he is.
Oh my god,
Harry's actually spun him out.
No, that was Vinay actually.
Sorry.
Yeah, it seemed like Abhi tried to go around the outside and Vinay just ended up having side pod contact with Abhi.
Oh, it's Abhi. I'm really sorry. Apologies for that.
As once again we're seeing that trend where Harry is actually pulling away from Madhav.
Yeah, Harry's gained another 8 to 9 tenths, and Harry jumping into the pits, so that should increase the gap to Madhav even more if Madhav decides to stay out right now.
I think Cryptid has had an incident as Soham Day has closed up time. So I think he has spun out at some point, we've missed that. And I think that has put him at a black foot. So we're again seeing this trend from Cryptid where he qualifies well but is just not able to replicate in the race.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw that, but Harry Rock's got a 5-second stop and go. So he's showing some race pace, but he's racking up those penalties as well.
Yep.
and I think he's on a 2-stop as well. So
But
he has to
crucially,
watch
he
that.
has come out ahead of Cryptid. But I think Cryptid, who's on the softs, will be trying to defend. But Harry seems to get the better of him there. Oh, quite some aggressive driving from both the drivers.
Yep, Harry being very aggressive there. But I think Cryptid will have DRS, but I think he is a bit too far back to go for a move. So Harry
Crucially,
should
Madhav has
position.
boxed, and I think he had to serve a 5-second penalty, and he has come out all the way in P8, so he has a lot of ground to cover up right
Yeah,
now.
he's miles behind. He's 6 positions behind Harry Rocker. So
Yeah, so I think that
Williams
five.
back on the back foot again.
Yep.
I think that's a corner cut or a warning there.
That's definitely a corner cut, but let's see. But Cryptid with those softs still sticking to Harry, but struggling a lot in Sector 2, if I must say.
Yeah. I think the softs are already going right now.
Yeah, especially they don't respond well to the higher fuel load. Cryptid nearly goes into the back of Harry over there.
Yeah, Harry is really slow in the final.
Yeah, I believe he's just braking too conservatively. I think Cryptid would be getting ahead of him right now, given how close he is.
Yeah, that was a nightmare of final sector, and it should be a relatively easy move for Cryptid. So I think this is round 4.
Oh,
Oh my god, that was really
quite-
late move.
Yeah, that was actually I believe Cryptid was bum drafting Harry.
I mean, that is.
I mean that doesn't work in Formula 1, but I think that was
Yeah.
quite dangerous from both the drivers.
Stewards will be maybe called upon for that. That was,
Let's see.
we shouldn't be seeing
Washing
that.
Pod and Nirma is very close to Soham Day, and I think he will be making a move.
Yep, absolutely. So, oh my,
but
so
so-
like outbreak him completely there.
Yep, absolutely. So quite good defending as we have a sandwich over here, folks.
Yep, we have an Alpha Williams sandwich.
Yep.
But right now, Monk, Crazy Joe, and Electrip are the only ones without a penalty, and IRC ran. Actually, Crazy Joe is doing really good for someone on the keyboard because it's really easy for a keyboard player to get penalties here. And I hope I don't jinx him. I mean,
Yeah.
I really hope I don't jinx him.
Yep. As we say that now, I think Randus once again had a spin as he is now 20 seconds off winning.
Yep, and yeah, I mean, story of Rant this season, I guess.
Yep. Harry Rock seems to have decided to stick behind where he is right now, and I think he'll be focusing on getting Cryptid in the second stint. But let's not forget he has to serve a 5-second stop go at this point.
Yep, I think Harry's seen that Madhav is nowhere close to him, and I think he's playing it a little safe right now. But and also Cryptid on those soft tires on a faster compound, so he will be quicker for the first 4-5 laps. And Harry should get him by the end of the soft stint.
Cryptid right now setting around a lap times 1 second quicker than Abhi, but he is on those worn softs and they will be wearing off soon.
Yep. Madhav gets past his teammate. I think that was like some easy team orders there.
Yep. Nirma, I believe Nirma has had an incident as he has now dropped back from the Alfa Romeos, and as you can see, the Alfa Romeos having absolutely short tires.
Yeah, Alpha, they will be looking to pit anytime soon right now. Hopefully they don't pit together because they're right behind each other. That in communication, we see.
But they're holding up a big pack behind them right now at the moment.
Crazy Joe immediately gets past one. Oh my god, I think, Madhav outbraked himself and almost rammed into Monk there. So, a good thing that no one is lost.
We do have 14 viewers on the channel, and I'd like to show my appreciation for showing up today. And as we say that, Soham Day has boxed as we predicted. And among other things, do drop in your predictions for the end of the race. What do you think is going to be the final grid for today?
Absolutely. Thank you to all the viewers tuning in right now on this for the final race of the Tier 2 season.
Cryptid right now the softs showing better pace than Harry right now, but that's going to be a battle that might change completely in the opposite direction into the final stint. As we have Soham Day after boxing to Hearts has come out all the way down in P14, but he is one stopping, and perhaps Thermo will also be having one stopping, but Thermo is I think going on the 2-stop of soft medium softs based on his current tire.
Yeah.
Deepak Raj on old Hearts is going to be a stretch if he can make those tires work till the end.
Yeah, it's all. I don't think Sauce will last all those laps. I think he'll be looking for a safety car right now. Or if there's no safety car, he'll have to pit for the socks.
Madhav now goes for a move on Crazy Joe right now. Crazy Joe decides to not fight him. But I wonder, he will have DRS for the next straight, so that's going to be interesting to watch.
Yep. So now he's 8.1 seconds behind Harry, and he'll be looking to put a move on right now, close that gap as much as possible. As we have to keep in mind that Harry has to serve that 5 seconds as well.
Crazy Joe seems to be has the DRS, a bit low on ERS, but I doubt if he'll be fighting Madhav today.
Yep, I think Crazy Joe, he's a bit too far to fight Madhav right now. But let's see if he can get a good exit onto the second DRS straight. We have Tomo getting 5 seconds. Is the pit lane actually this hard? We've seen like 2-3 penalties.
I don't know if it's hard, but I do know that it's quite difficult because you have to turn and brake at the same time. It can catch quite some drivers out.
Yeah, true. Yeah, can we have a look at the penalty situations? Almost we're coming to the halfway mark of the race. Crazy Joe really wide there. But yeah, we have top 2 with 3 seconds, Harry Rocks with 11 seconds, but one of them is a 5 second.
Yep.
So Madhav 3, Crazy Joe 3, and below them there's a lot of penalties. So Faizan, VK, and Abarpan all on 6 seconds, including Soham Day. We have Rand spinning and getting penalties as well. So yeah, it's a race to forget again for IRC.
Yeah, I'm just going to wonder when he's going to retire from the race at this point, because unless there's a safety car, it's an impossibility for him to get further up.
Yeah. Not many battles going on right now.
Yeah, we have a quite spread grid, and I think in the last lap, it seems Cryptid's softs have worn off right now, and he's starting to close in. He's going to starting to close towards Harry right now.
Yep. Interestingly, Madhav's not really made any progress on that gap. It's still at around 8 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, Harry Rock's really showing some really good pace here.
Can we have a look at the constructor? Actually, let me bring up the constructor table right now. If I can, of course.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's... So what? The Ferrari gained 40 points if it ends like this, and Williams get 12. So as it stands, I think Williams will still be constructors.
Yep. But I wonder how Cryptid can, of course, let's not forget right now, when these drivers do eventually box, essentially the Williams will have to fight through more traffic given their relative track positions. Well, Ferrari, I think, will have very little to contend with.
Yep, I think if Avi boxes right now, he should come out just ahead of Crazy Joe.
Yep.
Or in and around there.
Let's have a look. As a leader, no, actually, I think that's a 22-second pit stop, so he'll come out just ahead of Electrib at this point.
Okay.
But I think more interestingly, Harry has closed in 3/10 in the last lap, so he'll be looking forward to get ahead of Cryptid in the next lap.
Yep, those softs are coming to their end right now.
Yep,
As Rand racks up penalty on penalty. I think Casey is watching, and Casey should notice that Rand is following in his footsteps.
So 77 minus 41. So how many points is that? So I guess 35 points that Ferrarians make. I think, as we say, that Harry gets a second penalty.
Yeah, I think
Third
Harry
penalty.
had 6 seconds already, and that's 9.
Yeah, so he'll have a 5-second stop go to serve as well. So he has just physically served that, so that's not going to help him at all.
You have to show some insane pace and keep it clean towards the end.
Yeah, but I believe after a string of bad races still since Hungary, he is, hopefully I don't jinx him, he is finally showing some good pace today.
Yep, been a while since we saw Harry this high up in the grid, and it's really good to see. Yes, hopefully we don't jinx him as well. That is really important.
Harry really close to Cryptid now. Cryptid really struggling with those tires. I believe he's running a time trial setup, and that's massively affecting his ability to race today.
Yep, I think he'll have... even if he pits right now, can mediums do 18 laps? Is it a stretch?
It will be a stretch. I believe 26 is the limit. Sorry, 16 laps is the limit.
Okay, so I mean, Cryptid right now...
He can pit, but Given how we have seen his overall race devolve, each stint devolve, I don't think he'd want to leave that last pit stop as late as possible.
Yeah. So Harry will be looking to make a move down the main straight in this lap because he's lost the gap to Madhav is now
Yeah.
around 6.9 to 6.7 seconds. So yeah, he
I
will be
wonder.
looking to
I
make
wonder
that
if
move.
Cryptid is going to be heading to the pits this lap.
I think he knows it's a bit too early because
Yep.
he should be pitting next lap
Yep.
because he's just losing time at this point.
Yeah, I think Harry needs to commit to the overtake right now and get ahead of Cryptid at this point.
Harry is not using any overtake.
Yeah, I think doesn't want Cryptid to. He should have gone for the move because you get DRS for both the straights over here.
There's a yellow in sector 3. I think that's a Mercedes of Abarpan. Yeah, it's a Mercedes of Abarpan who's, I think, had a little bit of moment and lost a few positions.
Harry goes
As
for
we
the
have
move.
Harry Rocks
Oh,
go.
Harry.
Oh no! I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, but thankfully
But we
comes
have
out without
Harry
damage.
Rocks. Yep. Thankfully, no damage. But yeah, he's lost a lot of time to Madhav. He will be a little angry there as we didn't get a clear camera angle as to whether Cryptid left no space and turned in or whether Harry just understeered. But yep, not good to the Ferrari garage.
Yep, absolutely, and that's going to put him back a tiny bit as well, as that means he will now be behind Madhav, and Madhav has gained quite a bit of time because of that incident.
Yep, only 2 seconds behind, and with Harry to serve that 5 seconds, he will end up behind Madhav in the final
Absolutely.
stint. But we have Abhi all on his own, chilling really.
Yeah, I mean, at this point he can not push and still get the win.
Yeah, he can just chill out.
Yeah, but as we say that, Madhav is however not gaining.
There is our rant retirement.
We have a VSC at the moment.
Oh, I think Deepak Raj's eyes would have lit up when he saw Rant retired. But, unfortunately, it's not a safety car for him.
But that's a VSC. Hopefully, no one gets a drive-through.
Yeah, I mean, looking at how people are getting penalties right now, I won't be surprised if at least 1 or 2 drivers get a drive-through.
Yep, absolutely. And VSC seems to be going for quite a while. Yep, as we said it.
There it is.
There it is. Vinay gets a drive-through penalty. So does BK19.
Yep, so does BK. Nice.
But Madhav seems to have been caught out by the where the VSC ended. He lost a tiny bit of time to Harry Rocks right now. So that's not going to be good for them. But it's a tiny bit of time. But he gained time through sector 3. But Harry's tires in really good shape right now compared to Madhav.
Did Nirma get into any? Nirma I think he's going for the medium soft.
Yeah, he boxed unusually late, if I must say so.
Yeah, I thought he was going for the hards, but no, he is on the softs, and yep, he will be doing a medium soft.
Yep, absolutely.
Scripted pits on those old. I mean, those tires were completely dead. So yeah, he'll be looking to take these mediums push till the end.
Nirma right now in P9, he does have one more stop to complete right now. So far, not many drivers going for the one stop with the exception of the Alphas.
Yep, only the Alphas right now doing the medium hard and BK19. But I think BK19 had damage on lap 1. BK19 going on some fresh tires.
Yep.
I think the closest battle right now is Madhav catching up to Harry.
Yeah, that does seem like plausible. I think having an incident after an incident like that, it generally throws you off. As Madhav lost a chunk of time there.
There's a yellow in sector 2. Happened there.
I'm not sure. Madhav just lost 2 seconds in sector 2 to Harry. So I'm not sure what happened there.
I think he just lost it.
Yeah, that does seem
like a ball or something.
Yeah,
he has no damage. I mean, that's good, but yeah, not.
Yeah, if you look at it, if you look at the tire wear right now, Madhav's tire wear is significantly higher.
Yeah.
Cryptid, I think, is going for a move. I just saw him ghosting, so I don't know what happened there.
There's yellow flags everywhere right now. Don't know what's happening. Randomly popping up.
Yep. Crypted on those press offs, I think will now be looking forward to chasing down Faizan, who's of course he seems to have a very slow last corner as Crypted just massively close in on him.
Yep, absolutely. As we have Crazy Joe who's pitting, we have to go on to refresh hearts, and those will last till the end.
Yeah.
So right now we have only Monk, who is penalty-less.
As
Yeah,
it's
great to see at least one player.
Crypted has damage.
Oh yeah, I just noticed.
Crypted is missing an end plate, so not sure what happened here. But as it stands, if Abhi does box at this current instant, he will be ahead of Electrip.
Yep, and Cryptid making a nice move on Faizan there, squeezing him a little bit wide, but that's enough. And he'll be looking to pull away in on that damaged front wing. But yeah, not sure where he lost his wing, and this is the sector where you will be needing all the wing you can get.
Absolutely. Madhav right now having good pace right now, closing in on Harry, I believe, by a couple of tenths per lap. A second per lap, actually.
Yep, and even though Harry has the better tires, it does look like his pace in the mediums is really that.
Yeah, I believe my guess is that because he has had that incident with Electrip, with Crypted, I think that has massively impeded his confidence for the rest of the stint.
Yep, I mean, good. Yeah, absolutely. It just ruins the rhythm when you have such an incident like that.
Actually, I think Harry has slight damage on his front wing. I can looking closely, I can see a slight difference in his right end plate.
Yep, yeah, that also. I mean, he won't be happy about that as well, and it's not helping his cause at all.
Yep, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to fix that damage, or if he decides to not fix that particular damage. But let's see how the stint evolves.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not losing that much, so I don't think it's worth changing the wing. But yeah, let's see in the pit stop. I think a few more laps, like 2-3 more laps before they again going to the final stint.
Let's have a look. As we see that that it's going to turn overcast, and that might help some drivers depending on their respective driving styles.
Yep, it could catch some people out as well because the track temperature will lower and the grip also will lower. So hopefully no one bins it.
Crypted currently driving with those worn mediums right now, so he's not in a with the damaged front wing right now. So that's going to be massively hindering him and probably eliminate any chance of an undercut he had. As Electrip has now gone into the pits for the softs.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate as well because he has to take those mediums till the end because he did a soft move.
Yep, absolutely. Washington and Nirma currently in P7. He will have to box once again, of course, for the second set of softs, which I think will be coming soon in a couple of laps.
Yep, he'll be charging through the
field. But crucially, Mung is right on his gearbox right now.
Monk showing some really nice pace on those odds against the softs, but again, the softs are 8 laps old and will be coming towards the end of the line.
Yep.
Yeah, Madhav not really getting into DRS zone right now. Gap has stayed in 62 seconds.
Both Abhi and Madhav right now having extremely worn tires at the moment. But Harry is having a very stark difference in terms of his tire wear right now.
Yep, I think Harry Rocks is known for his barely any tire usage.
Yep.
I think it's really helping him out here.
But I think because of his front wing damage, he is having to slow down further. He is having to not take the corners as quick as he would like to.
As I think for a split second we had another yellow flag in sector 2 as well. So people, don't know what's happening there.
Yep.
And Madhav finally just within DRS. We're hoping to stay within DRS.
Yep. We are entering lap 25 and it'll be interesting to see who boxes first.
Yep, we'll be looking to see who would. Between these two, who will be looking to go for the undercut?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, we have a 10-second corner cut right now. Who was that?
I am not sure. I think it was Deepak Raj, I believe.
Can you check? Why would?
Yeah, I think it was Vinay right now. I think what happened was he had to cut immediately in the stadium section.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
As Madhav is right on the back of Harry Rocks right now.
Yep, I think Hopefully he can stay close enough even with the dirty air.
Let's have crossing the line. Both of them are heading into the
Oh, both
pits.
of them are fitting. Oh, that was so anticlimactic. Man, I'm sad.
Well, Harry is now serving his 5 second
Oh,
time
and
penalty.
there is that 5 second.
I wonder if Harry will be
I'll
changing his.
be kicking himself right now because that's basically just given Madhav a free position.
Yep, let's see where Madhav comes out related to Cryptid. Cryptid goes ahead.
Yep, but I think they should catch up to him within 1 or 2 laps. Because, I mean, fresh stops against medium with wing damage.
Crazy Joe, let's not forget, running in a very respectable P4 right now and is on his final stint.
Yep, absolutely. I think Abhi will be looking to pit next lap as well.
Yep.
I mean, he can actually extend to 1 or 2 more laps, but
Yeah, but I think his tires
do
are
whatever he
in, I
wants.
think his tires are in really bad shape right now, and he will need a box immediately. If you look at his front tires are looking like just get me out of this track.
They're completely short. And yes, he will be coming into the pits.
Madhav right now very quickly closing in on Cryptid, of course, and Harry will be looking forward to dispatching Crazy Joe as well.
So Nirma has made his final pit stop. So I'm wondering, I'm waiting. So he's 12 seconds behind Thermo, who has to pit as well. So I think Nirma is on for a points finish here.
Yep.
At least 1 point, I think.
Yeah, he should be able to get close, but he does need to quickly make moves as well. Let's not forget.
Yep. Right now, as it stands with Madhav in that posing position, it will be Williams as constructor champions.
Yep.
So Harry Rocks has come out almost 7 seconds behind. That stop-go penalty has cost him a lot because now, I mean, he's lost a bit of time trying to get past Crazy Joe as well. And Crazy Joe is not making it easy for him at all, as he's still around the outside. But yeah, I think the softs will get a much better
he will
exit,
just
and rightly so.
Yep, he will have much better much better grip right now with those fresh softs compared to the old hards. But as we say that Madhav is right now right on the back of Cryptid, who is of course, let's not forget, driving with wing damage at the moment.
Yep, as in the chat, it's mentioned that it was Deepak Raj who got the 10 seconds and not Vinay. So I don't know what has happened there. And Deepak Raj has pitted for new softs as well.
Let's see how if Cryptid will be defending his position against Madhav, as Madhav still hasn't gotten past Vinay, and that's costing him a ton of time. I guess Madhav is just waiting for the final straight to go ahead of him.
Yeah, right. I think he's still trying to play it safe and get the easy move with the DRS. But yeah, I think that's cost him around half a second to Harry.
Yep. Quite a close battle going on right now. Soham, it's now falling down the grid with those old softs, with those old hards right now at the moment.
Yeah.
But his teammate doing quite well in P7 at the moment.
Yeah, so when the Washington Nirma gets into that final points position, and he should be catching Soham there relatively quickly.
Yep. Again, Thermo has made a second box, but 15 seconds in 7 laps, or with around 7 laps, 8 laps to go. Big ask, I would say.
Looking at it right now, it does feel like a bit of stretch, but yeah, hopefully Nirma can show some good pace.
Yep.
Harry Rocks has how many penalties? Okay, he's down to 9 now. So yeah, he'll be looking to get a move on.
Yep.
Yeah, all Madhav has to do is, he's got 10 seconds of space ahead of him. Just finish the remaining 7 laps. That's all he's got.
Yep, absolutely. He sets a fast lap of race of 1:16.6 right now.
Oh, yeah. I think the Ferrari boys will be happy about that.
Yep. But let's have a look right now. As it stands, it's quite an easy battle for the Ferrari up ahead. But behind, anything could happen in the league race, as far as we know.
Yeah, I mean, a safety car right now would really, would bunch up the field. And if the safety car comes out, the penalty situation will become really interesting.
Yep.
As I think Monk finally got a yes. Now we have absolutely no one who's kept it clean. So So
Yep.
that's the clean sheet gone for the Mexican Grand Prix.
Aberpin seem really close to BKRI 19 right now. Will he be able to get a move done? Cryptid gets another 3-second penalty, but I think Aberpin will be looking feisty on BK19 right now.
Yep, overtake on DRS open,
But
easy move.
yeah,
Not complete. Yep.
but Aberpin is out of ERS as well, so BK19 can technically come back on him if he given the ERS he has.
Yep. Both of them on 9-lap old soft hards, both of them on 12 seconds. So this is for position and position on track right now. But yeah, I think he's a bit too far back.
Nirma eating into 3 seconds per lap on Soham Day.
Yeah, that's a lot. 3 seconds a lap. But that should come down to like 2 or 2.5 in the next few laps.
And similarly, Harry is eating into 2 seconds of Cryptid with every lap, of course, but that soft will be dying soon. So it's going to be interesting to watch. But further up ahead, Madhav is, I think, maintaining position with respect to Abhi, but Abhi does have quite a lot of ERS in his tank right now.
Yep, I think the pace is relatively equal between Abhi and Madhav. The gap has stayed at around 10.5 kilometers.
Yep, absolutely. I can't imagine how different this battle would have gone had both the Ferraris shown this kind of promise in, especially Harry. If he had been able to show this pace over the entirety of the season, this would have been a very close battle.
Yeah, I mean, if a good result in another 1 or 2 or more races would have made the battle much more interesting.
Yep.
But unfortunately, like towards the end of the season, it was always one Ferrari and one Williams in the points, and the other part was towards the back of the grid or outside the points.
I mean, to be honest, in the first of the season, it seemed the Ferrari were the stronger team as a whole.
Yeah.
Yep. If you have a look at the current points right now, Abhi is likely to get 25 points. Harry will get, I believe, 12 points. Yeah, so 25 plus 12, so they'll get a total of 37 points, which is, I think, and they need, I think, 36 points over Madhav to win, I believe.
Yeah, they need a 36-point lead over Williams, but with Madhav in P2, that's just increased the number of points they can get.
Yep.
They need to get.
Yeah, it seems like important, but I think at this point they're more focused on the Ferrari 1-3 rather than the constructors itself.
Yeah.
Madhav seems to be saving up his ERS right now. I believe he might be going for a fast lap at the very end, I think. And I think Abhi would also be doing the same to get the fastest lap on us.
Yeah, I think Madhav currently has the fastest lap, but yeah, they will be looking to get that extra. I think Ferrari, most importantly, will be looking to get that extra point.
Yep.
As we have, okay, that was the lap. We have Harry looking to make that move on Cryptid to take that final podium position. He's only 7/10 behind, and with DRS, it should be a relatively easy move.
Harry using up his ERS in the last corner. I think he will be committing to the move right now to get ahead.
Yeah. He'll be looking to switch on the. No, he's not switching on the.
It's something I have noticed. He is not committing his overtake in the places where he requires them to be committed.
Yeah, I think he will use it here.
He has to use it over here.
Yeah.
Like he's using it as exit, but he's committing. He's not committing to it for the top speed.
Yep, he's already switched it off, and he's looking to outbreak. Oh, that was really close there.
Yeah, we nearly had a repeat.
Both of them are pointed in the same direction, as we don't want to have a round 2 of spinning Harry Rocks again. This is just losing Harry Rocks some time because Cryptid has wing damage as well, along with those slower tires.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. He's lost out. Yeah, he's lost out around 1.5 seconds there to Madhav. Maybe look.
Spins out again.
He's has spun him around again.
And
he's
reset the track.
Yeah,
and he has more damage.
Frustration. Yep, that's just frustration coming in.
Yep.
I mean, at one point I can't really blame him, but and another way to look at it is you need to keep a cool head these times. Because if the stewards take a look at it and Cryptid gets a penalty because Harry reset a track, he will be getting a time penalty.
Yep,
so he
absolutely.
won't gain any position as well.
Yep, absolutely. Now coming into further behind, we have Electrip, who has now closed in to Crazy Joe right now. On flashes softs, but his softs are, I think, one of the oldest on track. So it'll be interesting to see if he has more pace over those mediums.
Yep. I think Electrip's telemetry switched off again.
Yep.
So yeah, I was looking to see how much wear those tires have. Because they
He
should be like in the yellow or orange region.
He should be having better wear because Crazy Joe on a keyboard is bound to be. Oh, as we can see, Electric really sliding his car on that exit. But he should be
Yeah.
having better tire wear given he's on a wheel, and second of all, keyboards have very high tire wear.
Yep. As Harry Rocks gets another 3-second time penalty. So yeah, he is absolutely furious right now.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, with 2 laps to go, we have Abhi 17 in P1, comfortably in P1, and the Tier 2 WDC champion Madhav in P2, 13 and something, 13 and change seconds behind. And we have Captain in P3, running on the mediums with that damage doing 10 seconds behind. As we see Electric get past Crazy Joe, easy move with DRS, and he gets DRS as well for the next year.
Yep. As we can see, Electric, yep, he got ahead. And among further ahead, we can see that Harry does have 2 second less penalties than Cricket further ahead. So that's going to be a close one as well up ahead.
Yep, I mean, if Harry keeps his head cool and pushes, he should be able to get within that 2-second window.
Yep. But further behind, all the field has really closed up. And among further behind, watching Bird and Nirma has closed within 3 seconds of Soham De. But as it stands, his tires seems to be wearing off, and he lost quite a bit of pace through turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, if he somehow pushes, it could be really close. But yeah, it's highly improbable. Wait, who was? I think I saw like a completely short tire there of an Alfa Romeo. Was that Soham there?
Yeah, that was Soham De. Oh my god, his tires
Oh my
are
God,
gone.
that is
That's
puncture territory.
he might get a puncture at this rate.
Yeah, and yeah, absolutely. That is definitely in the puncture territory. That's like above 75 to 80. Oh my god, and he's lost it. And that's a wing gone.
I believe his tires is dead. I believe he has a puncture at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the tires were crying and they cried enough.
Yep. Crazy Joe seems to be coming back on Electric now. Has DRS.
Electric's not really pulled away. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but we have BK19 on wets right now.
I don't know how that happened.
The circus has really begun in the last race of IRC Tier 2 Season 5.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, we can go on board. I mean, we can go on board him for a few seconds to see how he's doing on those wets.
That does look like it.
Yeah, as Abhi has cut, Harry is getting down to start his final lap. As we have yellow in sector 2, I mean, that's probably BK. No surprises there.
Yep. But Harry needs to get within 2 seconds of Cryptid at the moment.
Yep, the gap right now, I mean, it's just about 2 seconds. I think Harry should be able to get within that 2 seconds. Especially in sector 2 with Cryptid's broken wing.
I mean, let's not forget Harry also has a broken wing, so that's going to be quite a close battle right now.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Crazy Joe gets a 3 second penalty, but I don't think he's currently trying for any moves on Electric at the moment.
Yep, and the Monk is 11 seconds behind, so I think that's P6 safe for Crazy Joe.
Yep. Harry just lost a massive chunk of time through sector 2 right now, so that P3 is looking more and more unlikely at the moment.
Actually, Nirma has actually spun out. He's 11 seconds behind.
No, I think he had an incident at one point.
No, I think Soham spun.
Soham spun out, yeah. Soham had, if you recall, Soham had damage, so that cost him quite a bit. But now crossing the line, Abhi 17 has crossed the line He wins the Mexican Grand Prix and unfortunately does not get the WTC today. Madhav crosses the line. That means Williams will be able to take the Constructor Championship today, getting both the WTC and the WCC today. Now crossing the line, Harry Rocks gets P3 from Cryptid by 4/10 of a second. Electrip crosses the line, gets P3 as he seemed to have much significantly less penalties, and that means he in the last 4 races of the season he has gotten 3 podiums out of 4 races.
Yep, came out of nowhere. Electric, great job keeping it clean, and he gets a podium as a reward. As we have our final finishers, there Faizan, I think Washing Powder, Nirma, and Tharman Avarpan will be crossing the line soon. And BK19, hopefully he can cross the line within the 2 minutes, considering he's on wets.
I believe he boxed again. He's still on the wets. I don't know. I don't know if he's in Mexico, dude. He might be in some other track.
Yep, he's in track.
Crossing the line, Thermo gets the final point of the day.
Yep. As a BK19 still is. We can go on board him. Okay.
He has crossed the line. Yep.
Yeah, driver of the day, and I feel rightly so. He went under the radar actually. We never really spoke about him, but he kept it clean, and as a result, got that final podium place. As we have a very happy Abhi jumping around on top of the podium.
Yep, absolutely.
I'll be getting the podium because in the VCC.
Yeah, that was a very exciting race, I must say.
Yep, definitely.
Yep, I think we will be having the podium finishers join us in a couple of seconds. Hopefully, we will be making the lobby right now, any second. I believe we'll be having the celebrations in Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah.
So I think we should open that lobby in a second.
Waiting for our final podium circuit to join.
Yep, in the meantime, we'll be having a lobby open. I think Tier 2 should be joining on that session soon enough. One second, I'm not able to hear you guys. Just give me a second. Hello, can Electrip speak? One second. Yep. Yeah, we're back. So starting with Electrip, like most of the race you went under the radar, but at the end you had a clean race and that allowed you to jump a massive number of positions. So first of all, I want to ask you, like, did you know at any point in the race that you were going to end up P3 today?
No, I was expecting a good comeback drive around P6, P4. P6 to 4, that was my range I was expecting, but I didn't know I was going to get P.
So at the end of the season, you had you got 3 podiums out of the final 4 races. So of course, now going into the next season, how do you think that?
But yeah, at the end, at least my race pace was semi-decent and good.
Yeah. So what are your expectations going into next season is what I want to ask you.
I mean, next season, I would at least like to, challenge for the top 3. Probably challenge for the championship. That's my expectations. So I don't know, like, hopefully get a good number of points, because this season I couldn't attend all the races.
Yep.
So yeah, I just want to, yeah. So yeah.
So now moving on to the man in P2 for today, and of course, who has won both the drivers and the constructors championship. Eccentric, do you want to take it away?
Yep. So, Madhav, you didn't have a really good quali by your standards. So, talk us through what happened during the race. Hello, Madhav. We seem to have lost Madhav. So we'll come to Abhi. Congrats on the winning the final race of the season. I know the championship didn't really go the way you wanted it to. I'm pretty sure it felt nice winning another race. So talk us through how was your race and how was the season as a whole?
Great season. Was good. Finally won another race. So totally have 2 wins. That's it. The rest are all podiums or DNFs. So it feels good. Last race, finishing on a very very high note. That's good. And I want to thank everyone in Maranello, Not So Masoom, Freeman, my teammate Harry Rocks, of course. They've been amazing. They've supported me all the way. And yeah, again, congrats to Shalalak. He's been one pain in the back. I won't deny that. But yeah, GG.
Yep, absolutely. The championship was really went almost down to the wire. Actually, it did go down to the wire, but yep, it was a great championship, and I had a lot of fun watching and commentating. So, Madhav, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yep, okay. Once again, congrats on winning the driver's title, and today the constructor's title is sealed as well, as you finished P2. So, talk us through how was the race?
So you asked about quali. So before the quali started, I decided that I'm not going to set a lap. Just start from last and see what I can do. But then I completely forgot about that and did a lap. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do any more laps after that. I just did it and then I slowed down at just before the line, so I don't get the position. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean P2 still a really good result. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, after lap 1, I was like down into P9, and at the end of the race, I was P2. So me and Electric, like pretty good drives from us, I would say.
Yep, absolutely. Once again, congrats for the drivers and constructors champion, and congrats to all the podium finishers once again. And Masoom, if you have any questions.
None from my side. I think you have covered nearly everything. In the meantime, we're trying to host a parade lap for the end of the season, so it'll be nice if you guys can join the lobby, which has been set up.
Yep. We will be having a parade lap in Abu Dhabi. Just a small send off for what has been an incredible season 5 of the IRC eSports on F1 2020. And hopefully season 6 will be even faster, even better, even more battles, and even more championship deciding moments.
Yep. 229, we'll be having the period lap soon. Hopefully we can get sufficient drivers in. So I want to ask, so if we can get the P3 in the championship here as well, I believe that's Wilster. So let's try to get him in the championship as well, and let's have an interview of the top 3 in WDC.
Yep, on it. Yep, right now we've got our P3 finisher in the championship. So, Wilster, how would you like to describe your championship? Finishing P3, I would say you should be happy with it.
Yeah, totally happy with. Not expected to be P3. Looking like when I started from Challenger, the Tier 2 guys were very fast. I didn't expect to be on pace with them.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are your expectations going into the next season?
Probably challenge Madhav and Abhi.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Nothing more than watching a three-way battle for a title, and nothing better than to commentate over that. So coming to our P2 finisher, Abhi, once again. So this time, talk us through as a championship as a whole. How was your experience of season 5 in Tier 2? Abhi?
Yeah, sorry, can you repeat? Was it-
Yeah. So right now, as a whole, how would you describe the championship? How was it? What could you have done better, or what you could have improved on?
I could have done better, definitely. I've missed one race, I believe, and made silly mistakes in two other races which cost in DNF. And that's where I remember Sharila finishing high in the top three. That also have to improve in that a bit more in consistency, of course. Other than that, it was all good, and it was fun season. It's been amazing. I've had side-to-side battles with Sharila with many team orders. It's been amazing. Both the constructors and the driver standings. It's been too fierce. It's been till the second last two races, second two races and the last race for drivers and the constructors, respectively. So yeah, it's good. I love it, and looking forward for season 6.
Absolutely, some great battles between you and Madhav, especially the one in Brazil. So coming to you, Madhav, describe how your season was as a whole.
I remember like coming into this season, I had no idea what to expect. I have literally I had never raced any of these people before, and all the way from Australia, that was a shock from us. A shock from Nirma winning the first race, and yeah, two pretty good battles with some people who are not here unfortunately anymore. The Red Devil, Vortex, and Chris By. Yeah, so
Yep.
good season, I would say.
Yep. Now, moving on to the constructors interviews. So let's start with P3. We'll start. I'm not sure if we can contact your teammate because your teammate has been changing through the entirety of the season. So actually, Racing Point as a team has had multiple drivers for the entire season, but I think so. Starting with you, like you joined the season late, and did you think that P3 was possible in both constructors and the drivers? Wilstra?
Sorry, can you repeat? I was AFK.
I mean, you joined the grid halfway into the season, and of course, there's been so many drivers who has carried Racing Point to the entirety of the season. And unfortunately, I can't record who all of them were. But coming into the season, midway through the season, did you expect to be P3 in both WTC and WCC?
No, not really. It was just constant pushing, and I missed, I think, two races where people who were my teammates actually helped me. Rebel actually helped me a lot when he gave me space. He let me through team orders through. So I was helpful, and my teammates were doing great. At the end of the season, we were just fast. That's all I can say.
Yep, that's good to know. Eccentric, do you want to take the interview for the men in P2?
Yep. So Ferrari finished P2 in the Constructors Champion. So we already spoke to Abhi. So let's come to Harry. Harry, how was your season as a whole? And how was the fight for P2 and P1 in the championship?
Well, let's just say it was what do you call it? It was like a mountain. So I climbed the peak first. It was fine, including Abhi, obviously, both of us together. He was constantly on the podium, but I had a decent run till Hungary, I guess. And after that, I've been on a downward trend, not scoring much points, except for today, which again was a fishy, different race. I don't know what it is like to be in the top 5 anymore. So yeah, it was a fun battle. Today it was kind of a far-fetched shot to get the constructors championship because we needed a double podium and Williams needed only 7 points so that we could win it. And Yeah, but it was fun. We gave it our all. Maybe I could have done a tad bit more better, but Abhi gave his all, and he obviously got maximum points today.
Yep, absolutely. Went down to the wire, and nothing more we would like. So, Abhi, would you like to add anything to that?
No, nothing. It's been amazing, like I said, and looking forward to season 6. More battles, more dive bombs, more of everything. And yeah, looking forward to season 6 basically. Thank you.
Definitely. And Masav will take it away.
Yep. So now moving on to Madhav and Nirma. Nirma, of course, you had that wonderful win in Australia. Madhav, who has been consistent throughout the entirety of the season. So run through how the experience was you for as teammates, and like did you guys like at various points in the season, I think you guys were put under a lot of pressure by Ferrari, and how did you like go through that particular experience? And of course, how did you evolve as teammates as well?
And when I was paired up with Madhav, I didn't know what to expect him as a teammate because I didn't speak a lot with him before. But I think first day in the practice, I understood this is going to be a very fun teammate to have because after a week of being assigned teammates, we were renamed as the Williams Meme Dream Team because of all the fun we had. So I didn't feel a lot of pressure from his side as a teammate, but he did push me to improve every time, and so did Harry Rocks because, to be very honest, I do not have the pace that Madhav and Abhi have, but I did have the pace to compete with Harry. So there were multiple times where we would be very close with each other in terms of pace and track position as well. So on track, I would be pressured by Harry, but then the banter that Madhav and I had in the voice chat and behind the scenes would just be equivalent to not facing a lot of pressure. But today's race was very pressurizing because Madhav kept saying that he doesn't have the grip and he doesn't feel right, and I also shifted, so I didn't have the pace that I would have had if I was not in a hostel right now. So the entire season has been amazing. The Ferrari is pressurizing both Charles and me. It was nice. It was a good season, and as a lot of drivers have said already, I cannot wait for season 6 because I'm gonna put in a lot of hours now to make sure that Harry Rock stays behind my rear wing.
Okay, it's game on from both of you. Madhav, any comments from you? Hello.
No, not really. That's it.
Now, this is a question I want to ask. It's a final question I want to ask the likes of Abhi, Wilster, and Madhav. So next season, a great shuffle is in order for the tiers. So if you guys are in tier 1, what are your expectations? How are you guys going to approach that challenge?
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw out a Hamilton bomb here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be racing next season.
Wow.
Okay.
But
Alright.
why?
Sad.
For me, it's gonna be. I won't make it easy for the Tier 1 boys at least. I'll give it all. I'll give it my all. I don't know where I stand exactly with the Tier 1 boys. You have never, raced with them. But yeah, if I'm moving to Tier 1, that is, it's going to be fun. It's going to be more challenging, and it's going to push me even more further only.
Yep. What about you? Wilson, I think you have had a taste of tier 1. I believe you did race with us in Spain. So
Yeah.
what is your expectation?
It's gonna be very challenging that tier 2 actually.
Yep.
They are very fast. They will push me. Of course, as Abhi said, we are gonna try to make their life harder. But yeah.
Yep. We are having the parade lap start now. I guess all of you guys can have fun. I don't know why it's day because I did set it last night, but let's have a look. You guys are free to do whatever you want.
Yep.
Oh.
The first thing the clip does.
That's great.
And Nirma leads once again. Nirma, hold back, bro.
Who do I take out? I'm extremely sorry for that.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
But I don't know if Nirma said Harry should be behind his rear wing, but Harry did definitely smash into his rear wing over there. Oh my god.
Oh, I think that Harry spun out for the third time today.
Okay, that's weird.
Hold on.
Yep.
He's trying to win this race.
That was fast.
He wants his first win so badly.
Yep.
Japan was a win.
Everyone going.
But it's not though.
Yep. I don't know if we have space for cars 4 wide in the sector 3 though.
Yeah, that's a nice formation though.
Yep.
Unfortunately, there's only one racing point car.
Yep. Unfortunately, hopefully next season we have all the constructors here, drivers here.
Yeah, definitely.
We are in the Yas Marina circuit. Unfortunately, it's not on the lights, but we'll take with the day today.
Yes.
All the drivers really lining up. I don't know where the other drivers are.
The other drivers have gone.
Yep. I wonder if they'll be lapping them soon. Yep.
Yeah. Williams forgot where the track is. Oh no, they're doing donuts here. No. Sadly, there's no smoke right now.
Yeah, I believe it doesn't. It
Ghosting.
yeah.
That's.
That's why. Of course. Rookie mistake.
Smoke would have been nice.
Well, this is more fun than I thought it was.
So, what are your tire times, boys?
Can you guys drive straight?
Come on, floor it. Whoever keeps it straight wins.
37 on the race.
Let's see where the other cars are, because right now there are 5 cars who are stuck here. Hopefully the other boys are also having their fun.
Williams and Ferrari information.
Oh, there's a harsh reversing.
Electrib is doing donuts on the street, so I guess you guys should join him soon.
Are you doing donuts or not?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
Yep. Go to the line. They'll be doing it in a second.
I actually didn't start my lap.
Oh, then you can just wait for. I think it would be better if you go head out in reverse.
Oh, there's rules, right?
Yeah, there's no rules.
Hey.
We have all the top 3 in the championship right now, heading into the straight, into the final straight, to now do some donuts, boys.
Finally, I think I saw some smoke there.
Yep. I wish I had some music here though.
Yep, but
At the Eurobeat.
Yep.
yes, where is our bot?
Yeah, I actually think I have. So I think it's a good time to bring
Okay,
in.
my tires are at 143 degrees.
Are you sure it's going to be the copyright?
Yeah, let's not risk it at the moment.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's been a
No
wonderful.
copyright strike on the final race of the season 5.
Yep. It's been a wonderful race season, this boys.
You know what? Let's just complete the third lap as well and just drive underneath the fireworks.
It's a morning, so we won't have the fireworks.
No, not the thing at the start finish straight.
Yeah. Okay.
Will still be there.
So go ahead, boys. Like, do your final lap, and then we will be ending the Spirit lap. It's been a wonderful season. Thanks to all of you for tuning in to today's race. We'll be doing one more lap under the in the circuit of the Yas Marina, and we will be ending. This will commence the end of Tier 2 Season 5. My bad.
So I'm already looking forward to seeing.
Yes, I thought the same thing. We've been talking so much about Season 6 over the past few weeks, and that I've gotten used to say confused. I've been getting the seasons confused.
Yeah.
Electric.
Oh, Nirma coming in the reverse.
Bro, frick.
Wow.
Let's keep it PG 13.
I believe that is PG-13. I'm not sure.
Okay.
This is not on purpose.
Sure.
Where is Nirma? I'm interested to find where he is. Yeah, he's surrounding the
He was
final
going-
corner. Yep.
In the opposite direction.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What the heck? Oh no.
Was that some Minecraft sound?
Quite possibly.
Vinay hasn't stopped dive bombing even on the parade lap.
What did you do first turn?
Guys, one
Should we remind you?
racing.
I'm
Oh, nice.
driving 1-1
Oh.
wings for this.
Is Harry gonna
Why do you
steal?
expect me to?
I think Harry just gave a battle treatment from France 2018.
Ah.
We have to slow down before the final corner, okay? Just one last lap. Not go ahead. The last lap of racing. Go, 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 go.
Brazil 2019 vibes incoming. Nope.
Wait, rules are off, right?
Yep.
I mean, you just saw Nirma go backwards twice.
Will Madhav send it? No, he does not.
Nirma just teleported twice.
The game is probably like, what is happening over here?
Right. Let's take a chill pill. Calm down, enjoy the fireworks, take it all in. Trip really wants to win this.
He wants the fireworks. I wonder if L-Tip is a lap down. I'm not sure.
No, I'm lap 3.
Okay.
Were there fireworks?
No.
Unfortunately not.
We got
Oh, Abhi stayed back to do some donuts. Nice.
And I think, and that is a season for this season, boys. And hopefully next season we'll be able to show even more exciting races. And thanks to all the 13, 14 viewers of you tuned in right now. And goodbye, good night. Have a great night. And do make sure that we have some exciting announcements season 6 coming up. And do tune in for that. Alright, folks. IRC signing out for today.
Peace.
Bye.
Donut.
Bye.